Okay, today is October the 17th, 2017, and we're looking at the National Hurricane Center map. We can see that this developing disturbance has been targeted and destroyed. It's no longer showing up on the map here for the Eastern Pacific. So what's happened, if we go to the big map, we can see that this area here is moving north right into Southern California right here. Now, the interesting thing is, and it's not really too unpredictable, is that we have no rain in California right now. Let's take a look at the map. We can see the Doppler map. There's zero rain over here in California, just a tiny amount near Vandenberg Air Force Base, Lompoc, and just west of Bakersfield. We have a little bit of rain here, some offshore, and quite a bit up here in the Seattle area, northwest there in Washington State. Okay, let's look at the big map here, the water vapor map for the northeast Pacific. We have a huge mid and upper level low spinning right here. It's basically stationary. And right adjacent to that, we have this former disturbance that 2 days ago had a 70% chance of hurricane formation. This has been destroyed with microwave, and now it is moving into California. And we have very, very heavy chemtrail spraying this morning. The skies are full of chemtrails, and that is the reason for the spraying is to maintain low relative humidity conditions and to cap the atmosphere and prevent the precipitation process. Let's take a look here at the western U.S. water vapor loop. You can see that upper level low, that mid and upper level low spinning vigorously. And we have a flow pattern here to the east. And we have this former disturbance moving right into central California, where the fires continue to burn, and yet no rain is being allowed. Once again, let's look at the Doppler map. And come back to that here in a second. Meantime, let's take a look here at the infrared map. Look at all this deep water vapor moving right into central California. And also Southern California. We have this area right here. And as I say, I woke up early this morning around 7:30 and went outside and saw the sky full of chemtrails. I took a video of that. I'll probably post a part 2 to this video. We'll put that up later. Here's the Southern California area. This is the southwest water vapor map. We can see that area of moisture moving in. We can see the chemtrails being sprayed all through this area here. We can see that. And also right down here. Now here's the infrared map. And we can see that very deep area of moisture moving right into the central California area. And here is the Doppler map. And we can see that there is really nothing going on in California despite all that rain offshore. So we've got some very heavy spraying all over the entire state. And there's no rain anywhere in the southwest. Now here's the East Pacific water vapor loop. We can see some more thunderstorm activity far down here off of Mexico. This is right along the 10-degree latitude. Hawaii's up here along the 20-degree north latitude. So this is quite a bit further south. This is that disturbance moving right into Southern California. Let's take another look at that. This is really amazing stuff. This is criminal weather manipulation. And these people doing this should be in jail, hard labor for the rest of their lives, for doing this, for perpetrating this upon the people of the U.S. state of California. I guess they figure they can get away with it because we got imbeciles running our state, Jerry Brown and company, and they still believe that carbon dioxide and smokestack emissions are what are causing what they believe is climate change. And this is not climate change. This is climate control. climate control is what it is. Okay. Again, we see the water vapor map. We can see this area being targeted. Look at the hole that opens up. We hit it right dead center, and then we see a hole right there, right there. And we see the blast pattern there. All of this is very obvious. So despite all of this moisture moving in, we got no rain in Southern California. Just a tiny amount near, like I say, near Vandenberg Air Force Base. Okay, now here's the jet stream map. You can see that flow pattern is well to the north, moving around this low pressure system that's further up north. Got a huge low pressure right offshore. It doesn't matter where these low pressures are. We can't get rain because these terrorists controlling our weather are preventing it. Right now we have a temperature of 80 degrees in the foothills. We've got 19% relative humidity, and we've got a barometer reading of 30.10. The permanent upshift in barometric pressure has occurred as of yesterday. We have a permanent upshift every year right around the middle of October, and we saw that here the last couple of days. So we're going to see the barometer maintain probably right around 30 inches for the next few months if the trend continues. That's what we had observed the previous 6 years. Okay, until last year. We had a lot of rain last year. They let some rain in last year, but this year it may be different. They're forecasting a dry winter for the Southwest, which means exactly what they're telling us. They're blocking the rain, they're spraying us, and all this moisture is moving in, but no lift will occur when they spray these weather systems with chemtrails. That caps the atmosphere, and it prevents the lift, and it prevents the precipitation process. But look at the size of this low pressure system right here. That's the size of California and Nevada right here. And we've got tropical moisture moving right towards Southern California with the remnants of a developing hurricane right here, and yet there's no rain. Let's look at the pressure maps here real quick. Got the sea level pressure map. You can see a high indicated right here. And we have this area of moisture moving in. And as I say right now, the barometer is at 30.10 here in the foothills of Los Angeles. Here's the 500 millibar chart. We see a upper level low, or a mid right here, a closed low. And we see some squiggly lines. This is where the transmitter manipulation is occurring over this moisture field. Got a transmitter that is superheating this area, breaking it down. That's what's causing this strange return on the isobar. This is indicating varying degrees of high and low pressure. Here's the 300 millibar. We see a high pressure indicated here. Got this huge low pressure right out here, but no rain. We see some more squiggly lines. And this is why we have high pressure over our area. Okay, so that is the report, and once again we see the criminal weather manipulation on display, and the idiots, these stooges on television, say nothing. This is really amazing. These people that are paid so much money, and they are ignoring this, and the networks. These networks should be put out of business. CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, all of them should be put out of business because they're allowing this. They're facilitating the cover-up of this information. And of course, the people watching TV aren't going to learn if they're not told. Most people out there don't take the time to research much of anything on their own. They just read the papers and watch TV to get their information, maybe read some internet news. And of course, the mainstream media tells everybody that if you think chemtrails are real, you're a kook. What kind of a world is this when we can't get truth to the people? So here it is. We actually have a map it is a map that is telling us what's going on here, and but of course it's not making it to the mainstream news for some reason. Okay, that's it.